So I usually make an end of month roundup of all the new watches and industry news you might have missed. At the time of filming, it is June 15th. We're not even halfway through the month, and we've already seen new stuff from AP, Tudor, TAG Heuer, and a very divisive Raymond Weil. Let's start this going chronologically and talk AP and the new Royal Oak Offshore Chronographs in both 42mm and 37mm. These are colorful, brash, almost brazen, and going against the current trend of downsizing. I've always had a bit of a thing for obnoxiously large watches, like self-aware, big and commanding watches, which is what the offshore chrono is. Starting with the 42mm, there are 3 new models in 3 new colors. So a titanium case variant with the Mega Tapisserie dial in dark gray with color pops of yellow and turquoise. And then there are 2 stainless steel variants as well, one with the orange accents and the other with pink. I love all these, I think they're so great, but the size isn't for me. So moving on to the 37mm, we have 3 new models as well, with my favorite being the turquoise dial, titanium case, and matching pushers, which I personally prefer. In the larger variants, the 2 o'clock pushers is in the accent color. The final 2 37mm are a bit girly and traditional with the diamond bezel. Bleh, I don't like the diamond bezels personally. All the power to you if you do like them. Watch tastes are highly subjective and personal to you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the diamonds. Ilaria Resta, the CEO of AP, is quite literally doubling down on ladies' watches, stating that the brand will be upping the quantities from 20% to 45% by 2030. I am obviously pretty biased here, but I think this is a good move. Women have more money and purchasing power than ever before. I truly believe that the brands who are investing in their women's offerings and having actually good, compelling offerings will be the top brands in 10, 20 years' time. I don't think many people missed this one. It's pretty hard to miss a bright yellow dial Tudor, but they launched a new Daring Collection piece, the Black Bay Chrono 39 Bumblebee, and there's a lot of changes here. So the case diameter from 41 to 39mm, this is a big and meaningful shift, and a thickness of just 13.1mm, down from 14.4. That's massive. Powered by the same caliber, MT5813, so an automatic winding, COSC certified manufacturer caliber with 70 hours of power reserve. A lot of the design elements remain the same, but a few notable tweaks. The hands are slightly more compact to improve subdial legibility. These subdials feature a new knurling pattern. The bracelet removes the faux rivets, which is a big deal for a lot of people. But the big yellow elephant in the room is the color. This is a part of their Daring collection where they really experiment. It's always bold designs, and I like this a lot. Something I've seen enthusiasts complaining about, or at least bringing up, is that Tudor kind of gave this its nickname already with the Bumblebee. A lot of people feel like a nickname is earned through enthusiasts and not established by the brand. But I kind of don't agree. Like, I think of brands like Grand Seiko who do this all the time. I'm thinking of Shunbun, Lake Sua, Snowflake. I think for this specific example, it makes a lot of sense for them to give it a nickname ahead of time, so press and people like myself don't have to call it the very yellow 39 Chrono. Moving on to Girard-Perregaux. So in 2025, they unveiled their first ever 39mm Laureato, celebrating 50 years of the iconic model. And this year, they continue to add in that size. So the 39mm now has a champagne-toned 18-karat dial with Clou de Paris motif, and a sky blue in-house enamel dial, also with Clou de Paris. Oh, that blue is beautiful. All of the specs we expect from the line: 150 meters of water resistance, integrated bracelet, 4mm micro adjustment, and high degrees of finishing. I need to reach out to see if they have any press pieces going around. I don't have any Girard-Perregaux reviews on the channel despite loving this watch so much. I also want to understand the price disparity a little bit better, so I need to get hands on. Let's talk about 2 I've seen in person now, so the TAG Heuer Monaco Speed 12 and the MB&F HM12 The Guardian. On the one hand, this is pie in the sky stuff. It's so expensive and limited, it's just not for most enthusiasts. But on the other hand, it's cool things in watchmaking that are happening, and they keep me excited for this hobby. Let's start with the MB&F. So this is the Horological Machine 12, or the HM12, inspired by Transformers and robots. MB&F is really just for rich people who are kids on the inside and love serious bits of engineering, which this is. The finishing is exceptional, very MB&F, with the 3-dimensional design and a little retractable face shield. It also comes on a crazy robot stand. Available in 3 different colorways, green, blue, and purple, each limited to 50 pieces. Oh, and the movement, or the engine as they call it. This is out of this world. It is beautiful, maybe one of the most beautiful movements I've seen in person. I was also hands-on with the TAG Heuer Monaco Speed 12, which was released in line with the Formula 1 Monaco Grand Prix. It is not a chronograph, which is weird, especially for this line, and instead it is a time-only jump hour using the spin time movement from fellow LVMH subsidiary La Fabrique du Temps. Inspired by the 12-cylinder combustion motor, each hour marker is shaped like a piston, and when the hour strikes, the piston turns around to reveal the hour. The case is grade 5 titanium, 40mm case diameter, open work dial and jump hour. Once again, it is very limited, only 50 pieces being made, and retailing for $87,000 USD. Woof. Ouch. That's very expensive. It's not cheap, but it's also very cool. If you're in that price bracket, or if that's the amount you're comfortable to spend on a watch. These are available as of December. I'm not sure how many are still available, but inquire. And final bit of news that caught my eye so far this month, Raymond Weil and the ART collection, an integrated bracelet sports watch. That might be a tad derivative of other models. The proportions are great. 38mm case diameter, just under 10mm thick, integrated H-link bracelet, baton indices, with the date neatly tucked away at 3 o'clock, and 100 meters of water resistance. The movement is the Sellita SW200-1, giving 41 hours of power reserve. As for the design department, it kind of feels like the illegitimate child of the IWC Ingenieur and the Patek Philippe Nautilus. So Nautilus hands and dial layout, Ingenieur with the overall case shape. I wouldn't say I have a problem with it. I just feel more disappointed. I feel like Raymond Weil can do better. They've been having a really strong run recently. I'm thinking namely of the 50, which might be my favorite release of the year so far. So to go from that to this, I don't know, I just feel a little bit disappointed. But there's definitely a market for it. So if you are interested in one of these, they retail for $1,995 USD, and it's a great looking watch. Okay, I said that was going to be the last watch we talked about, but then I remembered this and we can't not talk about this. So Zenith just dropped one of their new double-signed watches alongside Naoya Hida. I mean, look at this. This is great. I did not see this coming. So Zenith started this new program for the caliber 135 called Double Signed. And this is the first installment. You can see both brands clearly on display here in the design department. The dial is constructed out of solid silver with hand-engraved 3, 9, and 12, then filled with blue Japanese lacquer. Powering this watch is the caliber 135, of course, lots of decoration, Geneva striping, anglage done by hand, Breguet overcoil, and a large balance wheel. This has 72 hours of power reserve, COSC certification, with tolerances of ±2 seconds per day. Very unexpected collaboration. I am so glad this exists in the world. There are only going to be 10 of these made and available through Zenith boutiques, and they retail for $75,000 USD, I believe. I'll write it on the screen now if it's not $75,000. Anyways, guys, this is all the watch news that has caught my eye so far. Have I missed anything from this first half of the month? We're still going to do something at the end of the month because I'm sure there will be loads more. Thank you so much for your viewership, and thank you to the Pope Tier patrons. Hello, Pope Tier patrons! Hello, all tier patrons! Guys, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of the video, and thank you even more for supporting my weird little channel. I am blessed with the best community on the whole internet. I say it all the time, and it's true. You guys supporting the channel keeps it a financially viable thing for me to do. Thank you so much. I hope you keep enjoying the work here. And even if you don't, I hope you keep enjoying watches forever. They're fabulous. And so are you. Bye, guys.